right now, I will go head-to-head with anybody that Coca-Cola is willing to go head-to-head with me. Executives, lawyers, public relations people, send anybody that you want to. I only wish that Coca-Cola were here tonight. Unfortunately, they don't have the guts to be here. Now maybe I can shed some light on this. I was speaking at Ohio State University earlier in the year, and Coca-Cola was supposed to be there as well. Then they heard that I was going to be there in the forum. So one of the administrators at Ohio State University sent a message to the students that had organized the event. And the administrator said to the students, "I thought you should have this official quote from Coke on why they are refusing to participate tomorrow evening. You should know that I share your frustration that they will not be at your event. But I do think we should be accurate in relaying the reasons. It is not a debate they are opposed to, just one with Ray Rogers." Coke's statement. And can you hear me okay? Okay. Usually people don't have trouble hearing me. I've been through so many demonstrations, I seem to, not usually, don't even need a microphone. But here's Coke's statement that they gave to Ohio State and they're given to other campuses. "We refuse to recognize Killer Coke as a legitimate voice on this issue. We are more than happy to address students, faculty, and staff and answer any and all questions they may have on these important topics. What we will not do is allow our executives to be publicly insulted, humiliated, or otherwise disrespected by politically motivated career activists." What Coca-Cola really means is the company won't send representatives to events where they can be directly challenged on the lies and deceptive practices that are part of everyday life for Coca-Cola. They've been at 3 venues, 2 of which they didn't know was going to be there, and they took a severe beating. The 3rd time, they were pulling out of a nationally televised newscast on, there was a CNBC, where I was asked would I be willing to go head-to-head with Coke on national television. Of course, bring it on. Well, then they called me and says we can't do the program, Coke refuses to come on. So I says, well, do it with me anyway. Don't let them dictate what a national news story is going to be. I think you're the ones that should dictate. So then they came back to me and says, you know what? We agree, we're going to do the program. So we've got a Harvard professor, and then we've got the bureau chief of Business Week magazine, who had just done a major piece on our campaign and the issues, particularly in Columbia. Well, when Coke found out about this, about 2 hours before the program, they decided they better go on. So what they did is they put on their rep, they removed the guy from Harvard, and then I was on there. I only wish I had a tape of that program. What Coke had done, I didn't realize until sometime later, they put something up on their website saying that they felt basically humiliated. CNBC tried to get them to come on another time. They said they wouldn't do it because they didn't get their point across. Why? Because the 2 things I hit their person with on the program. 1, are you aware of a letter that the Sentinel Union sent to Coca-Cola in Columbia, warning them of the death threats by paramilitaries against their members and the union leaders? And he says, yes, we are, but. Then I said, are you aware of the independent investigation done by a delegation led by New York City Council member Hiram Montserrat, who you saw in this film in 2004? And the conclusions they came to that Coca-Cola is involved in widespread human rights abuses against workers in Colombia. Yes, but. That's all I needed to hear.